Hey Gemini, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from September 15th through the 17th, 2023. This is for Gemini. Last shuffle here for Gemini. Let's see what's going on. Gemini, we have travel and we have decrease. So this tells me that you are not having to do so much or go so far. You know how like you may have had to go like a long distance, either literally or figuratively. You come a long way. And they're saying that now that's kind of slowing down where you're not having to push. You know, like you may get in that mode where it's like, I got to keep going. I got to keep moving, pushing the envelope or however anyone says it, right? To see things clearly, to see an end in sight. They're saying that that's decreasing, right? Things are balancing out. You don't have to do so much to tip the scales in your favor. Whereas before you may have had to quite a bit and you didn't know what was going to happen. You didn't know what was going to work. They're showing here now that things are clearing up. Like maybe before it was very unclear, very unclear. They're showing it, where's the end? Is it I made this decision. Now what happens? Now what's going to happen? Seven of Cups flies out. So that tells me that there were so many different ways that you could have reached this position or been in this position. There's something about there were so many options or so many different things, right, going on. And you didn't know which way it would end or if it would ever end or would it ever stop. What else do I have to do? The travel is Ace of Swords, the World, Two of Wands, and Nine of Swords. And this tells me that something has ended, right? There's something, it's like you finally done, like you finally reached the finish line. You finally got to your destination. This is saying that a lot of it had to do with you just finally just saying, okay, this is what I'm going to do, right? There seems to have been some sort of confusion or uncertainty. And now maybe they're saying that there's an event, something that occurs, or has occurred, and this is like for some of you, I will break this down. For some of you, you made a decision to end something, and you've gone the distance to make sure you close the door and close the chapter, even though you didn't know what was up ahead. Some of you. Others of you have a decision to make. And the decision is very unclear. It's very hard. You have to stop. You have to cut cold turkey, cut something off, stop doing something in order for you to actually get out of this cycle and move into the next realm of whatever, right? And this even could be graduation. Like, I've just got to stop playing games and just, finally do it, what I can to graduate or something. That's for some of you. And for others of you, you're making a decision this week that it's going to set you up to it's going to finally slow things down where you're not trying to balance things so much. Just a decrease with Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. The decrease is having, once again, to balance things, to tip the scales, making decisions, trying to, afraid as well. There's a lot of fear involved or worry or consternation, just something about what do I do and how do I make things work. But they're saying that's decreasing, which means finally you may feel like you can breathe. You may feel like things are actually changing in a positive direction. You have status quo here with Seven of Cups and Queen of Wands. The status quo energy is that you may be getting attention because of the disappointments you've gone through. Your heartbreak brings a lot of attention, right? It's a status quo. Maybe that's something that, in order to fit in somewhere, that for some of you, in order for you to fit into a grouping of people, that must be on the forefront. You got to wear your disappointment or your sadness or something on your sleeve. You have to wear your uncertainty on your sleeve, right? But they're showing that you're getting a lot of attention or recognition. And if you are expecting for things to turn in your favor, this is a sign that yes, it will. Especially as they want you to be confident in these things, confident in even the uncertainty you were going through. They want you to be like, yes, I was unclear. Yes, I was unsure. Boom, boom, boom. But now I know. To be in that place as well, that also facilitates a win for you. That also helps you win. If you were needing to do something or go somewhere that requires you to be with to fit in somewhere or with status quo, where you're trying to fit into society or you need help or something here, because the Seven of Cups with the Queen of Wands, if she's unclear, she needs help, you know. So family, friends, and guides. We have Six of Pentacles and Four of Wands, and this tells me that your spirit is contributing to the stability of a home. This is your ancestors. Your ancestors on the other side are saying, we're going to help you. You take one step, we're going to take four, right? To get, or you take one step, we'll take five, right? And get you into Four of Wands as a home, right? This is saying that this is the biggest burden for some of you. For some of you, moving is the biggest burden. Getting into a home is the biggest burden, right? Because all the wands are giving off burden. This is the burden. This is the burden, and it could be that to stabilize your home could be the biggest burden, right? Paying for something, being able to. Six of Pentacles, right? What do you, and you know, you got someone with their hand out. I need rent or I need mortgage. You know, someone else with their hand out. I need utilities for this home, or right, food or something. Here, there's hands out, and you may feel like, how am I going to be? I don't know what's going to happen. I'm worried, right? I want this to stop. I want this to be stable. And so your ancestors are telling you, you take one step, we'll take so many towards relieving you of this obligation, or at least alleviating some of the pressure. And this is going to stop, right? You have to make that. They're speaking of a decision or choosing a path, right? What's clear. There's something that's about you have clarity. Even through the fear, it's cutting through the fear, there's still clarity about how to get to the next level of something. Like, I don't always want to be in this place, right? I want to get out of this, and at least I want to have new problems, at least, right? Because we're in trouble no matter what. Once you're born here, there's no such thing as no problems. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. It's in every scripture too. I think it's in Thomas, you know, where he's like, you're born into trouble here. You know, there's so many scriptures about that. Like, you want to move into the next ring of troubles. Like, you don't want to be in the core of them. You want to be on the outskirts of them, you know. And so they're saying that because you're making that decision, they're saying you have perfect clarity. So don't allow yourself to feel too confused about that. It's like, use that confusion to your benefit, which is to explain to someone, you know, you could use it to your benefit in many different ways. Like, that would be, for instance, telling someone, I don't know what's going to happen next week. All I know is I'm in this need, or I have that going on. And then that, just the fact that you are very, confident about that. Like, because some people are like, I don't know. I just don't know. Well, what if you don't know? We don't know. But you're like, I don't know, but I do know that I need to do, because I'm unclear about what's going to come up this way or that way. They're like, oh, well, we can help you with that, you know, because we know what your goal is, at least. You just don't know the moving parts of the goal and how to reach it, but we can help you reach that, you know. So you could be dealing with a Libra, an Aquarius, not an Aquarius, I apologize, a Libra, a Capricorn, Sagittarius. We also have Aries or Leo. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. And if you're not dealing with these signs could be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.